So a 5000 rupees TWS versus 1000 rupees IEM, which one should I go for? Which one is going to sound better and which one is good for gaming? These are the kind of questions that I've been getting frequently on this channel. So I have plenty of TWS options with me right here. I also have plenty of IEMs and I also have a lot of earphones with me. I'm definitely sure the tech and the core audience of this channel already know this answer, but trust me, there is like whole lot of people out there who are very much clueless about all these products and what is the kind of tech that is being invested in all these products. So I'm just making this casual video to explain the things very clearly so that you know what you are going to invest in and what you should be going for depending upon your needs and requirement. So I'll start with a normal earphone, which is this one. So any normal earphone normally has a single dynamic driver. For those of you who don't know, a driver simply means a speaker. So it has a single speaker inside, and the good part about this driver or a speaker is that it can be tuned to different frequencies of the audio spectrum. Like for example, I have these Sennheiser earphones and these are very good in high frequency region. On the same side, I also have these Ant Audio earphones, which are very good in producing a good bass, and some good companies tend to strike a good balance between high and low frequencies. So I have like these RHA MA390, everyone's favorite, which have been discontinued now. So they tend to sound or give a good balance between both high and low frequencies. So this is a earphone. Now when it comes to a TWS, it's basically a wireless version of a wired earphone. So when it comes to like these two different kind of products, these offer you only one thing, which is convenience of getting rid of the wires. You can keep your phone on charging, you can listen to your favorite audio, your favorite podcast, and even if you're watching any videos while you're laying in your bed and you're moving your head around, you don't have to struggle with the wires. That is the kind of convenience you get with a TWS. Now with all that convenience come with some problems also. Like for example, these are not good for gaming because the wires are not there and they are like following some Bluetooth protocol, so there is always some delay between the audio and video. Also you have to charge them frequently. Also there is a big problem of losing the case or any one of the earbud. So if you have like some expensive TWS and you lose any one of the earbud or the case, so you have to rethink about getting a new one. And also after like couple of years, the battery is going to deteriorate. I don't know how many companies tend to replace the batteries, but I'm definitely sure these are kind of use and throw stuff. So when it comes to the technical advancement that goes in from making a wired earphone to a wireless one, these are many from a manufacturer's perspective. Like for example, they have to first make a case, they have to include the battery in the case, then they also have to make two separate earbuds, include the battery in the earbud also. If like it's expensive TWS, they have to include the tech of wireless charging, they have to put in a LED, they also have to put in a Type-C port, and a lot of things going inside this one as compared to this one. Also forgot to mention, there is also some sort of app that is always associated with the TWS, so a lot of investment also goes into that app development, and companies have the advantage to make some minor changes to their products wirelessly. But when you look upon these two products from a tech perspective, they have the single dynamic driver, these also have a single dynamic driver, so like they almost have the same sound or the same experience. It's just the difference of a wired and a wireless version. Now starting with an IEM, I want to start with the KZ Edx Pro, which is a basic entry level IEM, which you can get around 1000 rupees and even less than that in deals and discount. So these IEMs have a dual magnetic circuit. It is slightly more advanced version of a dynamic driver. I would call this a dynamic driver, but it's just that they have the two coils inside. The company calls it dual magnetic circuit or dual dynamic driver. So when it comes to these kind of IEMs, so first of all, they have these kind of ear hooks. They don't have any sort of active noise cancellation going on, but definitely the passive noise cancellation is very good, and also they fit very properly and they stuck into ears very nicely. Also you see, when you compare this one with a normal earphone, so a lot of thing or attention has been made to these cables. So the cables are heavy and these are twisted pair cables to cancel out all the interference that goes in when the signal travels from the cable through the cable to the drivers. On this case, nothing of that sort is going to happen. Also, the companies are very particular about what they are making, so they have made good investment in their cables, and also these cables are replaceable. So once the cables get faulty, you can get a new cable from the brand, while this is definitely not the case with the normal IEM. Once the cable gets faulty, you have to definitely throw this away. Also, if you check the spec sheets, which is never included in an earphone, so the companies list very clearly the frequency spectrum, the distortion, the sensitivity, the impedance, and they also include a graph along with these products so that you know whether your product is tuned more towards the bass or it is tuned more towards the high frequency or the vocal. So that is the kind of advantage you always have with an IEM, and this is all you get for somewhere around 1000 rupees, which you will never get with an earphone or a TWS. If you tend to invest a little bit more, like for example these IEMs, which is called the BGVP Scale Pro. So these IEMs have like one dual driver, I think one balanced armature. For those of you who don't know what a balanced armature is, so it is also a single driver, but it's just that these balanced armatures can be tuned to a different frequency very precisely. As you tend to invest more on these IEMs, you will get more drivers and more balanced armatures. So as you tend to invest a little bit more, the clarity and the separation begins to begins to increase more than a normal earphone. And also the companies list out the parameters very clearly, so you know what you are going to invest in and what your product is going to sound. So that was like a very basic idea about the IEMs, the TWS and a normal earphone. If you are into gaming or a competitive gaming, or if you are someone very particular about enjoying music rather than just listening to music, it's definitely recommended that you start with the entry level IEM, which is like the KZ EDX series. I hope this video helps, and if you have any queries or questions, you can always ask me in the comment section below. You can check out my channel. There's like plenty of videos on TWS, IEMs and earphones. I hope that will help you a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and see you in the next one. Take care.